Shalom. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. This is Yah Batazah with GMS. He has hired servants. Coming back with another video today, man. You know, on my lunch break, just basically going into dealing with certain women or women that come into your life, you know, when you least expect them to, or expect it. All right, and how you need to pay attention and observe the time, because it could be Satan, man, finding another way to overthrow you. Okay, and the reason I'm making this video is because of something that I've observed and discerned through the Spirit, and I was being tempted into a certain individual female. And come last night, it hit me in the spirit, man, telling me, you need to cut that off. You need to mortify that. Basically, get that shit out your mind and stop bullshitting. So, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you know, it's going to be cast out. All right, but it's two other brothers that are dealing with certain situations that have to deal with women. All right, when you maybe an ex is coming back into your life, and you know how wicked she is, and she's trying to entice you, seduce you back into her life, or maybe not even get back into her life, but you know, probably trying to hook back up with you, or some women are just out of nowhere popping up in your life, trying to holler at you and things of that nature, man. You gotta observe the time, all right, and go before every enterprise with reason. You know, think about it, be logical. You know, you filter things through the scriptures, and don't be like these 2/3 out here that think they're players and pimps. You know, they get all excited because they got females coming chasing after them, whatever, acting like little kids when they get some candy. You know what I'm saying? So us as being men for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we have to use proper discernment and be wise, and know that these things that are the world has to offer through the spirit and power of Satan around the left-hand side is set up to destroy individual people, man. Because you got 2/3 of the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians are going to be destroyed, and for diverse lusts and things of that nature. Okay, so the first scripture I want to bring out is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." So we're not ignorant, and we're not going. The word ignorant goes back to the word ignore. So we're not going to ignore these certain indicators that pop up in our life. All right, whether it be women, whatever it may be. But like I said, the subject on this topic today is about women. So when that indicator pops up of the, hey man, something probably ain't right to the spirit, I need to use proper, you know, discernment. You know, I need to just sit back and really check things out. All right, so because Satan is going to use women as a tool to try to deceive and destroy certain brothers, man. Okay, if he can't get you in one thing, then he try to get you in another thing. Because the thing about Satan is that he knows that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai sanctions things, especially with the saints or the elect. All right, he can't take the elect out of his hand, but he can you know, pick at them, you know, and make them fall, but they rise back up. That's the thing about the elect, is they're gonna rise up continuously and remain faithful to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and not fold and not give in to these diverse lusts, all right, and the things that the world has to offer. They're gonna remain faithful. But to the world, it's as if we are dead and we're in misery, or or they'll say like, oh, the Lord ain't with him, you know. So that's what we have to be on our toes, man, when it comes to this spiritually. So we can't let Satan get an advantage of us, because Satan, these evil spirits on the left-hand side, man, they work quick. All right, they work real quick, and they come in very in subtlety, man. real crafty. That's why it's very vital. It's vital that brothers, I speak to myself, like I said, to the Akim, to myself, that we have to be vigilant. All right, as it says in Peter's, because the devil roameth as a lion, seeking whom he may devour. All right, so we have to be sober-minded. Because if you're not sober-minded and you have your mind upon the affairs of this life, you're gonna be you know, there's a possibility you could be destroyed, man. All right, so at least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And like I said, the Akim, you know, these videos, these epistles are to the elect, to the brothers that are of serious mind and that need videos like this to help them, encourage them to fight against the flesh, to fight against these left-hand spirits. All right, to give them you know, fuel to resist Satan, man, the flesh. All right, so I'm gonna go from there to the book of Proverbs. All right, Proverbs chapter 7 and 4. It says, "Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding, passing through the street near her corner, and went in the way of her house. In the twinkling in the evening, in the black and dark night, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot, subtile of heart." Okay, and in a deeper sense, you can use this as other strange other doctrines that are outside of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, but I'm looking at the scripture, these verses, as if a physical sense, with these dealing with actual women. All right, because a woman sometimes she won't come to you with the harlot's apparel, you know, outwardly, but inwardly she's decked out in that, man. She knows how to seduce a man. She knows how to use her eyes, her words, her lips, her body language. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at it right here in verse 10. "And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtile heart." You know, her mind is full of subtlety, like the devil, man, like the serpent. So that's why Satan uses the women as a vessel to seduce and tempt men. All right, you know, going back to the Garden of Eden, who was first seduced and who was first deceived was Eve. All right, and then Adam. Okay, so we have to be mindful of that. All right, I'm gonna keep reading in verse 11. "She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house." That's right, man. A lot of these women, man, you know, especially, I ain't never been with the so-called Judite, you know, a Judite woman. I mean, I've been with the half-breeds, you know what I'm saying, the yellow bones and things of that nature, but not a full-blown Judite. But just watching them and see how they are, you know, they are loud and stubborn, man. Even the Latina women, man, they're the same way, you know, and I speak through experience, man. Okay, so they're loud. She is Salakia. Verse 11, "She is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in the way of every corner." You see, like a harlot, man. You know, like I said, you could use this as in the sense of these other churches, you know. And it continues to say at verse 13, "So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him," see, she's using her body language, man. She knows how to seduce and entice a man. All right, it says, "I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I found thee." You know, That's how these demons are too, man. They look diligently, you know, seeking whom they may devour, man. So you can't be weak. You can't be weak-minded. We got to be on our toes, man. All right, girded about with the truth. Our loins with the truth, man. All right, that's what's gonna keep us abroad and fighting, and you know, and Yahweh Shai, the Spirit, is gonna sustain us. All right, nothing else can. All right. Then it says, verse 16, I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, olays, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not at home. He has gone a long journey. He had taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. And a woman that's like that, man, you know, that has a saying on her, she's going to be unfaithful, man. She's going to be a whore, an adulterer. All right, an adulterous woman. So, and when she is married, she's gonna do it again. You know. It says, with her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. You see, she got a hold of him, man. All right. It says so we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We gotta watch and be watchful, and resist the devil, man. All right. Verse 22, and goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. You see? So when we're in this life, man, in this walk, you know, when you drive, right, when you get in that vehicle, what's the first thing you do? You put the keys in the ignition. You put your foot on the brake and you put your safety belt on, man. Or you put your safety belt on first, you put your key in the ignition, and you put your foot on the brake and you start it up, right? For safety. All right? And then when you get on the road, what do? You make sure that you're paying attention. You're using all your mirrors, your rear view mirrors. All right? You're being watchful. So it's the same thing when you're dealing with with the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and applying wisdom in your daily walk, man. You got to be watchful. You got to be serious-minded, man, because it's for and know it not that it is for his life, you know. So verse 24, hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to my words of my mouth. You see? Then it says, let not thine heart decline to her ways. Let not thy heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. All right. For she has cast down many. Wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her. All right. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. That's right, man. So you gotta be watchful, man. Beware. All right, not being ignorant of Satan's devices, man. I'm gonna go from there real quick. This will be the last scriptures. Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 26. It says, and I find more bitter than death, the woman. And it's true, man. These women are selfish. They have a lot of tricks, you know, under their sleeve, and agendas, and you know, their minds are constantly changing, man. They're what you call indecisive. All right, meaning that they don't know, they can't make up their mind. And what does the Bible say? That a man that's unstable, a double-minded man, is unstable in all his ways. And these females, they're double-minded, man. All right. So it says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. Her mindset, man, is full of snares and nets to catch things. That's what a snare does, and that's what a net does, is to catch you. All right. And her hands as bands. All right. And it says, whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. All right. So at least Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has mercy on you, man. Okay? It says, behold,